You pull the codes, and it's a misfire on cylinder 2, maybe 3. The engine hesitates off idle, there's a faint rattle you didn't notice last month, and your mechanic tells you the spark plugs need to come out. Simple job, right? Except what happens in the next 15 minutes under that hood decides whether you drive away with a smooth-running Volkswagen or whether you're back in 6 months facing a repair bill that has nothing to do with the plugs themselves. Almost every Volkswagen owner who changes their own spark plugs, and more than a few shops that should know better, make the same mistake without ever realizing it. It doesn't show up right away. It doesn't throw a code. It just sits there, quietly working against your engine until the day it doesn't. That mistake is torque. It sounds almost too simple to matter. A spark plug either gets tightened or it doesn't, and most people assume that as long as it's not loose, it's fine. On a Volkswagen, that assumption is exactly what causes the problem in the first place. Why torque is the whole story. Spark plugs seem like the simplest part on the entire car. Thread it in, snug it down, connect the coil, move on. But on Volkswagen's turbocharged 4-cylinder engines, the EA888 in the GTI, Golf R, Tiguan and Atlas, and the EA211 in the Jetta and smaller Golf variants, the spark plug sits in an aluminum cylinder head, not cast iron. Aluminum is lighter, it dissipates heat faster, and it lets VW build a more efficient combustion chamber. It also has threads that are far less forgiving than the steel threads found in older engines. Cross-thread a plug going in, or torque it to a number that feels right instead of a number that is right, and you are not just risking a bad seal. You are risking the threads themselves. Under-tighten a spark plug, and it will not seat properly against the head, which means the copper gasket at its base can't compress the way it's designed to. That gap becomes a path for combustion gases to leak past the plug, instead of staying contained in the cylinder. Over time, that leak erodes the seat, carbon builds around the threads, and the plug can actually work itself looser under the vibration of normal driving. The result is a random misfire that seems to come and go. Exactly the kind of intermittent problem that sends people back to the shop 2 or 3 times before anyone traces it to the original install. Over-tighten it, and the danger flips entirely. Aluminum threads strip far more easily than most people expect, especially when a plug is torqued down with an impact gun or with a wrench and a guess instead of a calibrated torque wrench. Once those threads are damaged, the plug won't hold torque no matter how carefully it's reinstalled. At that point, the fix isn't just a new spark plug, it's a Heli-Coil thread repair, or in more serious cases, pulling the cylinder head entirely to have the threads professionally retapped or fitted with a permanent insert. What started as a 20-minute maintenance job turns into a job measured in hours, sometimes days, and a bill that can run into 4 figures, depending on the shop and the extent of the damage. Why so few people get this right? Here's the part that surprises most owners. This isn't a mistake made by careless people. It's made by people who are trying to do the job correctly and simply don't have the right information or the right tool in hand. Spark plug torque specifications vary by engine, sometimes by generation of the same engine, and VW has changed these numbers more than once as engine designs evolved. A torque spec that was correct on an older 2.0T isn't necessarily correct on the updated Gen 3 EA888 found in newer Golfs and Tigans. Relying on memory, on a spec pulled from a general forum thread for VW spark plugs, or on the assumption that hand-tight plus a quarter turn is universal, is how good intentions turn into stripped threads. There's also the anti-seize question, and this one trips up even experienced home mechanics. Some Volkswagen service procedures call for a small amount of anti-seize compound on the plug threads to prevent galling in the aluminum head over time. Others explicitly do not, because many modern spark plugs come with a factory-applied coating designed to serve that same purpose, and adding anti-seize on top of it can actually throw off your torque reading. A plug with anti-seize on the threads will reach the correct torque value at a different point than a dry plug, which means using a generic torque number without accounting for that variable leaves you either too loose or too tight, even if the wrench itself is accurate. This is genuinely confusing, and it's exactly why so many owners default to feel instead of spec. Feel is fast. Feel is also how a 1 in 100 mistake becomes the norm rather than the exception. Add in the reality that plenty of quick service shops are working on a flat-rate clock, incentivized to get the job done fast rather than get it done exactly to spec. And you start to see why this mistake is so widespread. It's not incompetence. It's a combination of time pressure, inconsistent information, and a part that looks far simpler than it actually is to install correctly. There's a generational wrinkle here too. Owners who grew up wrenching on older, simpler engines learned spark plug installation on cast iron or thicker-walled aluminum heads that were more forgiving of a slightly heavy hand. That experience doesn't transfer cleanly to a modern turbocharged Volkswagen engine, where the head castings are engineered as light as possible to save weight and improve thermal efficiency. What used to be an acceptable margin for error on an older engine can be the difference between a proper seat and stripped threads on something like the EA888. Confidence built on decades of experience with other vehicles can actually work against a person here, because the old rules of thumb no longer apply. What this looks like before it becomes a real problem. The early warning signs are subtle, and that's what makes them easy to dismiss. A very faint whistling or ticking sound at idle, more noticeable when the hood is up than when you're sitting in the driver's seat, can be combustion gas escaping past an under-torqued plug. A misfire code that clears itself after a drive cycle, only to come back a week or two later, points in the same direction. In more advanced cases, you might notice a slight loss of power under acceleration, almost like the turbo is lagging more than usual because one or more cylinders aren't firing with full efficiency. The trouble is that all of these symptoms overlap heavily with other, more common Volkswagen issues. Carbon buildup on intake valves, a common concern on direct injection engines like the EA888, produces similar drivability symptoms. A failing ignition coil pack does too. That overlap is exactly why the spark plug torque issue so often gets misdiagnosed, or worse, gets fixed by simply replacing the plugs again without addressing whether the threads in the head were damaged the first time around. If a shop reinstalls a new plug into threads that are already compromised, the same problem returns, sometimes within a matter of weeks. A careful diagnosis usually starts with pulling the suspect plug and looking closely at it, rather than just swapping it and hoping. A plug that's been under-torqued often shows uneven coloring around the base, sometimes with a faint sooty trace where combustion gas has been leaking past the seat. The copper crush washer at the base tells its own story too. Properly torqued, it compresses evenly and shows a consistent, slightly flattened ring. Under-torqued, it often looks barely touched. Over-torqued, it can appear excessively flattened or even show signs of the plug having bottomed out against damaged threads before reaching its intended seat. A technician who knows what they're looking at can often tell within seconds whether the last install was done correctly, long before a torque wrench ever comes back out. This is also where patience matters more than most people expect. It's tempting, when a misfire code comes back, to assume the newest part installed is automatically the problem and start throwing coils or plugs at it. But if the actual root cause is a stripped thread or a seat that was never properly compressed, replacing the plug again without addressing the thread condition just resets the clock on the same failure. The smarter approach is to inspect the threads themselves, ideally with a thread gauge or by feel with a proper tap, before assuming a fresh plug alone will solve anything. Which Volkswagens see this most often? This isn't limited to one model. Any Volkswagen running the EA888 or EA211 turbocharged 4-cylinder is a candidate, which covers a wide swath of the current and recent lineup. The GTI and Golf R, with their more performance-oriented tuning and higher cylinder pressures, tend to make torque errors more noticeable sooner, since the combustion forces working against a poorly seated plug are greater. The Jetta and Standard Golf, running the smaller EA211, see the issue less dramatically but not less often, since the install process and the risk of stripped aluminum threads is largely the same. The Tiguan and Atlas, sharing variations of the EA888 across their trims, are just as susceptible, particularly on higher mileage examples where plugs are being changed for the first time by an owner or a shop unfamiliar with VW-specific torque values. It's worth being clear here that this isn't a defect in the engine or the plug itself. A properly torqued spark plug in any of these engines will last for years without issue. This is entirely an installation problem, which is actually good news because it means it's completely preventable. What it actually costs to get wrong. It helps to understand the real gap between doing this correctly and getting it wrong, because the difference isn't small. A standard spark plug replacement on most of these Volkswagen engines is a relatively modest job in terms of both parts and labor, generally accessible enough that many owners choose to do it themselves. Compare that to the cost of a Heli-Coil thread repair, which typically requires removing surrounding components to get proper access to the damaged hole, carefully drilling and tapping for the insert, and verifying the repair holds torque correctly afterward. In more severe cases, where the damage is too extensive for a thread insert to hold reliably, the repair escalates to removing the cylinder head entirely, which brings in gasket replacement, coolant system work, and significantly more labor hours. What should have been one of the cheapest maintenance items on the entire car can, in a worst-case scenario, become one of the more expensive ones, and all because of a torque wrench that never got used. There's also a less obvious cost, which is diagnostic time. Because the symptoms of an under-torqued or over-torqued plug overlap so heavily with other common Volkswagen issues, owners often pay for multiple rounds of diagnosis before anyone traces the problem back to the original spark plug install. A coil gets replaced, the misfire returns. A different coil gets replaced, it returns again. Only after that cycle repeats a few times does someone finally pull the plug itself and notice the real issue was sitting there the entire time. How to actually get this right? The fix isn't complicated, but it does require doing a few things differently than the hand-tight and a bit more approach that gets so many people into trouble. First, use the torque specification for your specific engine and generation, not a generic Volkswagen number pulled from an unrelated model. This information is available in the factory service manual or through a reputable VW-specific repair resource, and it typically falls in a fairly narrow range measured in Newton meters, though the exact figure depends on your engine code. Second, use an actual torque wrench, calibrated and in good working condition, rather than an impact driver or a standard ratchet. This single step eliminates almost all of the guesswork that leads to both over and under tightening. Third, confirm whether your specific plug and engine combination calls for anti-seize or not before you start, since applying it when it isn't specified or skipping it when it is changes the effective torque at the same wrench reading. Finally, if you ever feel unusual resistance while threading a plug in by hand before torquing it down, stop immediately. Plugs should thread in smoothly with light finger pressure for at least a few turns before you ever pick up a wrench. Resistance at that stage almost always means the plug is starting cross-threaded, and continuing to force it is how a $5 spark plug turns into a cylinder head repair. It's also worth taking a moment before the job even starts to inspect the plug bore itself. Compressed air or a small brush to clear debris away from the top of the spark plug hole prevents dirt and carbon from falling into the cylinder when the old plug comes out, which is a separate but related issue that can cause its own drivability problems if ignored. A few extra minutes of preparation here pays off well beyond just the torque question. If you're not confident measuring torque accurately, or you don't own a torque wrench calibrated for the low range these specifications typically fall into, this is genuinely one of those jobs worth handing to a shop that works on Volkswagens specifically, rather than a general quick lube location. The parts cost is the same either way. What changes is whether the person doing the work has the specific torque value for your engine on hand, and whether they're actually using a torque wrench instead of estimating by feel. Asking directly whether they'll torque the plugs to spec rather than assuming it is a completely reasonable question to ask before the work begins, and any shop confident in their process should have no issue answering it. For owners who do want to handle it themselves, a modest investment in a quality torquey wrench pays for itself the first time it prevents a stripped thread repair. Many are calibrated for a wide enough range to handle spark plugs as well as other common torque specs on the car, from wheel lug nuts to oil drain plugs, which means it's a tool that earns its keep well beyond this one job. Pairing it with a spark plug socket that has the correct rubber insert to grip the plug and prevent it from dropping during installation rounds out everything needed to do this correctly at home. The bottom line: spark plugs feel like the easiest maintenance item on a Volkswagen, and in most respects they are. The part itself is inexpensive, the job takes very little time, and there's nothing mechanically complex about the process. But because the plug threads directly into a relatively soft aluminum head, and because torque specs vary by engine and by whether anti-seize is in play, this is one of those jobs where doing it close enough isn't the same as doing it right. Most owners who strip threads or leave a plug under-torqued never find out until months later, when a misfire that seemed random turns out to trace back to that 15-minute job under the hood. The good news is that avoiding this mistake costs nothing extra. It just means slowing down, using the correct torque spec for your engine, and reaching for a torque wrench instead of trusting your hands. Do that, and your spark plugs will do exactly what they're supposed to do for years, quietly, without ever becoming the reason your Volkswagen ends up back on a lift. It's easy to overlook a part this small when there are bigger, more dramatic issues to think about on a modern turbocharged engine. But so much of what keeps a Volkswagen running the way it was engineered to comes down to details exactly like this one. Details that take no extra money and only a little extra care to get right. If you're due for a plug change, or if you've had an unexplained misfire that's come and gone more than once, it might be worth having the torque on your current plugs checked before you assume the problem is something bigger than it actually is. Sometimes the fix really is that simple. It just has to be done correctly the first time.